But we'll stay in Ghana for now, where authorities have shut down a newly opened information centre for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer and intersex people. The centre in Accra, which was the first one of its kind and had only been running for a month, sparked waves of criticism in the country, with many now calling for broader anti-gay laws. Our correspondent Thomas Nadi tells us what happened.
In hiding, Bikes is a gay man living in Accra and for the last few days has been in fear for his safety.
Currently, it's not safe for everyone. LGBT leaders are being hunted everywhere.
Ghana's LGBT community has come under pressure from anti-gay organizations after the opening of the first community center.
I have been attacked, beaten and robbed before. Some of the people criticizing us are the same people who propose to us on social media. We are just asking for our rights to be protected.
The center in question, this building, was to provide paralegal and counseling services for LGBT plus members. It hosted an opening event on January 31st, but an anti-gay outcry followed when pictures of the launch went viral on social media, and on Wednesday, this happened.
I just go to the office and look, there is police and there is a car.
The center was shut down by the police. Ghana's criminal code outlaws what it describes as unnatural carnal knowledge, but identifying oneself as LGBT is not an offense. While the Constitution guarantees freedom of association, issues about non-heterosexual sex remain very controversial. Human rights groups say LGBT plus people face frequent abuse and discrimination with little legal support from authorities. Nonetheless, the police say their action was conducted lawfully.
We conducted our search lawfully. We can conclude that the place is being used for business purposes and also for residential purposes, like joint purposes. So some of the items we found included documents that suggest that it is a place that is being used for the promotion of LGBT rights and clothing for advocacy of LGBT rights.
Same-sex relations are legal in only 22 of Africa's 54 countries.
Journalists against LGBT plus GH.
And now some opponents in Ghana are hoping to lobby for broader anti-gay laws.
It is illegal to us. It is immoral. Therefore, we are heading to the Supreme Court of Ghana for the judges to interpret that section of the Act, if anyone can come out boldly to say, I am a lesbian or gay or whatever.
Starting for LGBT activities in this country.
Anti-gay rhetoric also appears at high levels of government, and Ghana's appointed information minister has said that the country should consider enacting laws to ban LGBT advocacy. But not everyone agrees.
As humanists, we believe in equality and working together to combat prejudice and discrimination of all humans, regardless of sexual orientation. And the main reason for homophobia in Ghana is due to ignorance and religious influence. And we believe that now is the time for intensive public education and objective discourse in order to help members of the community.
It will never happen in my time as president.
Over the weekend, President Nana Akufo-Addo came out to say that same-sex marriage will not be legalized under his leadership. Ghana's national slogan is freedom and justice. However, the decision to close down this office is seen by many as a step away from, rather than towards, the inclusiveness of gay people in Ghana. Thomas Nadi, BBC News, Accra.
Well, in response to the closure of the centre, a number of activists and celebrities here in the UK have written an open letter underlying their support for the LGBTQ plus community in Ghana and calling for Ghana's president to engage in debate about the issue. Phil Opoku-Jima, otherwise known as Lady Phil, is a prominent activist and founder of the UK Black Pride celebrations. She helped pen the letter and joins me now live. What do you think this letter, yes, it's been signed by 67 celebrities, but what do you think or what do you hope this letter will achieve?
Well, first of all, thank you, Peter, for having me on the show. I think that, when we look at why this letter has been penned and who it's been penned by, these people have a great deal of social and political and cultural capital within our communities and across the diasporas. And when they speak with confidence about paying attention to the real causes of what's happening to vulnerable and marginalized people in Ghana right now. And I guess this is not about celebrities, but it's more about a group of people collectively really trying to respond to what's happening in Ghana and also respecting and speaking up and speaking out. We are concerned. We really are.
I guess my point behind that first question is the fact that, the people who've signed this letter, they're all based in the UK, mostly based outside of Ghana. Yes, some of them do have Ghanaian heritage, but why not try to build up support from within the country to get attitudes to change?
So, Peter, this is exactly what's happening. And I guess whilst we are over here, we're showing that we are a globally connected diaspora connected to Ghana. Me as an African, Ghanaian, queer woman is connected, and we work closely with those on the ground, human rights defenders who are fighting for their lives and fighting to be free. So it is about building attitudes and winning hearts and minds, but that takes some time when there is so much backlash against this marginalized community, which is the LGBTQ plus community.
Well, you talk about that backlash, and this is a conversation that I've had on many occasions with government people on the continent and with ordinary Africans. A lot of the impression that I get is one of the major complaints is it seems as if the West is trying to force this down our throats. And here you are in London trying to do the same thing.
So, I was expecting a question like this. And of course, this isn't about imposition. And we must be really careful, of course, that we're not trying to impose our wins and our movements on other countries. But this is more about the safety of LGBT plus people who are criminalized, who are vilified just because they want to live safely and freely. And this is more about human rights. This is nothing else but the fundamental right to live. And there's something called a sustainable development goal, which every Commonwealth country signs up to, about leaving no one behind. Okay. And right now, we cannot leave LGBTQ plus people behind here or in Ghana.
Okay, Phil Opoku Jima, otherwise known as Lady Phil, I dare say we will still have you back on the program to talk about this in the future. Thank you very much.